These are some writers who really inspire me because, when you're writing and man, it sucks. It's a tough process that's just lonely and just really difficult, and you just get in your own head. There's imposter syndrome, insecurities, a project, a manuscript's just not quite working, and you're just like, God, I'm trying so hard to get this to work properly. Uh and so, yeah, these are some people who really inspire me. Timothy King is really the inspiration for this video. I'm sure I'll do more videos of this. Timothy King, known for Seven Rabbits, among some other horror novels and stuff like that that I need to read. But he posted a video talking about his journey and talking about, like, hey, I wrote my first book and I had no expectations and it sold really well. And then he just kind of went through, like, I think his second book, I think he said sold really well. I think there was the third thing he wrote that kind of didn't hit sales wise for a little bit, and then like it eventually picked up, and then it came to, okay, the thing's out, the latest thing's out now, and it's not really selling that well. It's reviewing really well, but it's not really selling. And I just thought that really candid outlook of his work was really great, that he put that out there, and it just was kind of inspirational for me because my first book sold nothing, and I'm coming out with my second book soon, and so it's just nice to hear someone talk about the aspect of things and their success and failures and where they're at. It's good to know, and he always posts stuff on TikTok that's like really inspiring and just very candid about his journey as an author. Next up, Nick Roberts. I just started reading his work, and phenomenal writer and everything like that. But seeing him, he was interviewed by Inigo Mort, who's a TikToker and whatnot, and he has his own novella, The Artist, which I reviewed earlier this year. It's really great, but he reviewed him on his YouTube channel, Horror Legends, and just hearing Nick Roberts talk about his whole story of like going through addiction and depression and things like that, and coming out of that, getting into writing, and just slowly building his career. And now he's like quite successful, and a lot of people really love his work, as they should. And so, just hearing someone's journey, especially when they went through such personal struggles, on top of career struggles and finding where he wants to do and where he wants to go with his life and things like that, and then kind of finding himself and finding where he wants to go in his career, and finding success and actually having books that are selling pretty well and whatnot. Even when life gets in the way, you can come out of it and you find success, and that's it's just really been really inspirational. Meg Kramer, she's not a horror author. She only has one book out so far, Amora Awaken. I've talked about it many times before, or YA urban fantasy novel. It's really excellent, and I can't wait for the sequel. It's supposed to be like a 5-part series. But she's been such a huge supporter of mine, and she's also just been so good about uplifting authors and talking about her journey and being so candid about her journey and the ups and downs in her career as an author. And her newsletter that comes out every Friday is really excellent. I really recommend checking that out, because she gets all these glimpses of inspiration or when she's down or whatever. And it's been really awesome having someone in my corner, but also being able to see her talk about what's going on in such a clear and candid way. And also just like how she's an indie author who is having a book that sells pretty well, and it's won so many awards. Like, she just won an award like not that long ago, and it's like, oh my god, this is amazing. And it's been awesome to see a friend succeed, but also it's really inspiring. The final person I want to shout out, though, Seymour Cargill. He has written some books and stuff like that, but he also is more of known as a screenwriter. He wrote Sinister, The First Doctor Strange, The Black Phone, soon to be The Black Phone 2. So if there's a Scott Derrickson directed movie, he's usually the writer on it, or he's producing on it, because they're creative partners. And you have to follow him on Blue Sky. I think that's the only place that he's really active on, but he always has like such like great advice or encouragement, and just being very candid about like the writing process and the industry. And so it's like, even if you're a novelist like myself, it's still really good to follow him, because so a lot of it is very relatable for just writers in general, regardless of the medium that you're talking about. But especially if you're like, hey, I want to get into the film industry, then it's just like, oh yeah, you have to follow Cargill, because he always posts such awesome stuff. But who inspires you? Who keeps you kind of going and chugging along to write? I have plenty more people I need to shout out, so I'll definitely do more of these for sure. But you can read about me writing about writing and books and movies and all that stuff on my Substack, which posts every Sunday. I make these videos on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, so you can watch them wherever you prefer. And my book, The Huntress and the Trickster, is available now. And my second book will be coming hopefully soon. I'll have some details on that coming right up.